Hey guys, good morning. How is everyone today? We're doing Jedi Rich Bachelor living because, as you guys know, Jedi Joy is in Vegas today. Yeah, I can't get this camera to get a nice shot of the. Try and get a nice shot of the stove here, guys. The YouTube camera is a little different here, so okay. So what we're making today is we're making some steaks. And the reason why we're making steaks is because I did a whole Periscope. Jedi Joy's doing a Periscope right now. You can go check it out, actually, on the dangers of eating too much sugar. And she'll go into it. But what we eat here is, here's the solution. You have to have yourself some olive oil, some protein, and bypass anything else for breakfast. Don't be eating oats. Don't be drinking coffee, dairy. None of that stuff. And definitely no wheat lot, donuts. So first thing we gotta do, this is just batch living, guys. For those of you that don't cook a lot, Jedi Joy is going to do more spices. I'm just basically waiting until I get so fucking hungry I can't stand it, and then anything I eat tastes good. So that's what I'm doing right now. So first thing I do, before I touch anything else, I want to wash my hands. Make sure you wash your hands really good. Lots of soap. Before you start touching your own food, because you never know where your hands have been. You never know where your own hands have been. So yeah, we're down here in Panama City. Jedi Joy is up there in Las Vegas, and we're kind of doing the adult thing where one person has to go to work and make some money, the other person has to stay home, which is a little different for us. Cause we wanted to do a different type of relationship. We wanted to do something where we're stuck together. So, what I'm trying to deal with today is, see, I got some extra fat. You can see it kind of coming in, the extra skin, not as tight as I used to be. Some people might even say I was too thin. They used to say I looked like a meth addict. But now you can kind of see as that fat comes on, it really starts to bother me. You see extra skin? Look at that. See? So what we're going to do is we're going to lean it down. Now what I found was we ate some vegetables in the meat we were eating, and after a week my body said, hey man, that's sugar and it's a faster source of energy. So my body converted into storing sugar as fat, and in order to undo that, you have to go through a painful process which is known as induction, or Atkins inductions, I think they coined it or something like that. But basically, it's an Atkins thing where you kind of just, for 3 weeks or so, just starve yourself of any carbs. I don't have to go that long because I haven't eaten that many carbs. But I'll have to go the next couple of days, just ultra strict here. So if you guys watched the scope or the broadcast last night, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta get your pan real hot. Hot as you can get it. I'm sorry, what's that now? I gotta get my goggles. Hold on, guys. Let me get my goggles and I'll read your comments. Will you move back to? Yeah, amazing. Yeah, Timmy. That's. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I studied biology. Jedi Joy studied nutrition just for her own personal, trying to be healthy, and just did all these different diets throughout the years, as many women do. And she found that really, nothing. I hate to sound like a commercial, but she found that nothing worked. And because the thing is that being fat or dealing with nutrition a lot of that stuff is just symptomatic, meaning that a lot of these diets, they're treating the symptoms as opposed to actually treating the cause. And what we found was the major cause of people being overweight is usually linked to other things, such as depression, mild depression, or even like some sort of like addiction to like caffeine or something. Or most likely addiction to sugar. Okay, so here we go. Steaks in. You know what? That looks so good. I got these. Look at that. I got these ribs for lunch too. I'm gonna make these later. We'll do these ribs later for lunch. You guys always all worried about, oh, why are you so? I don't need no money. So we'll do. Oh, these will be good. So we'll do these ribs later. They just cut the meat here differently in Panama than they do in Vegas. Will I move back to Vegas? Probably not. You know, you probably can't move back here for a number of reasons. One, you know, it's just like, we've been there, I love Vegas, and my mom lives there, and I have a bunch of stuff there, but to live there, it's a little tough. You know, it's kind of a small town, and I'm ready for something, you know, something a little next level up. You know, Vegas was fun. We did all the, you guys saw the All Giant Stadium stuff. And we did a lot. It was a great place to learn because, oh God. So, like we talked about last night, we're going for the sear right now. So this is the sear. Yeah, we're having steaks for breakfast. I mean, that's just the way it is. So what you want to do is you want to sear the top of it. You want to sear the top and the bottom. And what that will do is that will get a nice, it'll seal in all the juices, all that good flavor, all that stuff. And then you can start to work on something else. What we'll do is we'll lower the temperature. And when we lower the temperature, then it cooks it at a slower pace without drying it out because you've done a proper sear. I would love to have an egg right now. My brain is craving eggs because I'm kicking the sugar habit. And in order to do so, you have to completely avoid yourself from any sugar. So right now, what I'm doing this little breakfast thing here that I enjoy is doing a breakfast scope in Vegas on her channel. Kind of funny. Kind of like a modern relationship. So there's my sear. How's that look? That's pretty good. So now that I've got a kind of nice little tight sear on there, Let's bring the temp down. So, we don't use gauges with the gas, we just look at it. Low and slow. Low and slow is the way I like to do it. Sit there, put it on low and slow, it's sealed. Walk away, clean the kitchen, do some little things around the thing to make it nice. While it's simmering on each side like 15 minutes. Flip it over. So it's a real slow cook. And if you don't sear it properly, if you do not sear it properly, it'll dry out. You can't cook steaks for 30 minutes, without drying it out. So you have to make sure that sear happens. So it's real hot, and then bring it down. Gotta keep an eye on it over there. I'm just doing some cleaning up over here. Doing my station nice and clean. Okay, when I start to talk to you, come back over, give it a little flip. Now careful, because in this one, on this meat cut, so you want to be careful on this particular meat cut. We've got a bone in the middle. That bone is full of marrow, and that marrow is super high concentrated fat. I mean, to get it out, it's inside the bone. The nutrients in there are amazing. So that's really what we're doing, trying to get that bone marrow. We used to do bone marrow stew every day in Vegas, but you can't get that here. They cut it differently. They don't have the bone. I don't know what they do with the bones. I mean, hopefully they don't throw them out. That pisses me off. Always check your gas. The gas temperature can fluctuate. It might even go out. Will Joy come back, or are you guys? Yeah, she's coming back. She's just there for 10 days. You guys follow the channel, man. I've been going through a lot of struggles. I can't believe you're not keeping. We got all sorts of things going on here, man. It's a lot of drama here at the Jedi Victoria Show. I'm in Panama. She's in Vegas, and she'll be back in like a few days, like 10 days. Because it's rain. You can't really live in Vegas. It's just too whatever. But yeah, to answer your question, I mean, we're pretty nomadic, so can't tell if this thing is working or not. It says it's reconnecting, but I don't believe it. We'll see. I know, it's a lot of stuff, but then later on it'll come down.